Welcome everyone to a rather underwhelmingly animated Naruto Otsuka Sports Park. We are of course here for our game against Tokushima Vortis. But before we crack on with that game, we do of course have a couple of league games to catch up on. So without further ado, let's hop into Football Manager 21 and catch up on those games. Okay, so the first of our free catch-up games was against Yokohama, and as you can see, they did exactly what you'd expect of the defending champions. They quite frankly butchered us. A couple of mistakes from a couple of players. As you can see there, Komai gave them the ball, gave them the opportunity to get a second. Nakano really should have held that one as well, but pushed it back out. And, well, they just punished us for rather simple mistakes. I think the first one came because of Lucas's terrible back pass. But we did show a little bit of heart. We played till the end. As you can see, lovely ball through to Lopez, who chipped it over the keeper. So we didn't at least get nilled. So, that was the first game. A 3-1 disappointing loss. Lucas, I need a little bit more from you. A 6.2 is not what we want. Same with Miyazawa with a 6.3 and Komai also on a 6.3. Anyone else struggling? Well, nobody else particularly struggling. There is like Fukumori on a 6.5 who, yeah, you could argue could have done a bit more, but against a team of that level, I can settle for 6.5s. It's your 6.3s, your 6.2s, your really struggling players. As you can see, though, from the match statistics, in the end, they ended up being the better team. But to begin, we were dominating possession. So that was our first game. How did we get on in the second? As Song Krazin returned from his suspension, it looked like we was going to have yet another awful game in this second one. As you can see, Hiroshima got off to a nice early start in the 30th minute, but they tripped up our striker and then Ono stepped up to take the penalty. In fact, Ono stepping up to take the penalty made him the oldest goal scorer in the league. We'll look specifically at that a little bit further on when we go into a couple of notes that I've taken down. But for now, as you can see, the team played rather well. Again, Lucas and Komai standing out for all the wrong reasons. They both struggled in this one as they did in the first one. Nakashima, though, came on, did a solid job. So the young Japanese guy might end up taking over Lucas's spot if he keeps on the way he is going. But as you can see from match statistics, we were the best side. We had a 90% passing completion with a 60% possession. And as you can see, our XG was more than double theirs. But how did we get on in that third and final catch-up game? Well, in the third and final game of these catch-ups, Lucas actually decided to pull a rabbit out of the hat. Yes, stunning goal from the through ball. He managed to drill it in the upper right-hand side, and as you can see, he is grasping onto that starting lineup spot for now. After struggling in the first two, a solid 7.8 and a goal. Couldn't ask for more from him in this game. In fact, as you can see, I couldn't ask for more from pretty much anyone in the team. No one specifically was struggling. Even the substitutes had solid games. Unfortunately, though, as you can see, Kim Ming-tai, Suga and Havanir all picked up yellow cards, and yes, all three of them were a yellow card away from suspension. So we're going to miss Havanir and our left back and a central midfielder all in today's game. That triangle is going to be completely missing. So I'm going to have to find a way of slotting in a few players there. So let's find out who I put in those positions and let's head on over to the Naruto Stadium. Right, so before we hop into today's game, like I said, we do have a couple of notes to have a look at. Now, you know a little bit about one of them, but first of all, we have qualified for the first round of the Cup. That was, of course, the Levine Cup. Yes, the J-League Cup in short, but the J-League YBC Levine Cup. We have qualified for the next round. That is because, quite frankly, Nagasaki suck. So, Nagasaki after 6 games only have 1 point, so mathematically they cannot catch us. Now, we do need to do a little bit of work to make sure Osaka can't catch us, but we have a nice 3-point gap and even 2 games in hand on them. And we, of course, only play 8 games in this, so they have 2 more games. They can get up to 12 points. So in our 4 games, we just need to try and pick up a win and a draw to try and guarantee that they can't overtake us. So that is our plan for that. We are in fact versing Urawa Red Dragons in the next game in a very congested fixture list, as you'll see from here. We'll play today's game on the 25th. We go there in 2 days' time. Then we'll play in 2 days' time in the next episode. So that game, I don't know what I'm doing with the team. I might try and force out a decent team against them. I might just rest them up for this one because, quite frankly, we don't particularly need to win that. We've qualified. Our goal was to qualify for the first round. We've done that. Now, it would be nice to finish further up in the group and help us get further on, but that is another matter for another day. The other note, of course, is regarding the veteran Ono, who set the record for the oldest goal scorer. He did that at 40 years of age and 201 days. So that was our notes catch up. Let's hop on over to the dressing room and crack on with today's game. Okay everyone, so we've finally made it into the locker room for today's game. As you can see, the pitch, not in the greatest of conditions, it's okay. And it's a wet 14 degrees Celsius calm weather for today's game, in front of just under 6,000 people. 5,946 tickets sold for a capacity of 21,228. So, a little disappointing on the capacity, but considering it's 11th versus 16th, not too much of a surprise. As you can see, I'm going to do the opposition instructions as per suggestion, and the rest is going to be left up to what I'd previously set out. So, Nakano will be in goal. We're going to have a backline today of Nakano, yes, a different Nakano, Y Nakano, not K Nakano, Tanaka, Fukumori, Komai. Central midfield will be controlled by Fukai, Urano, Miyazawa. In central attacking midfield is Sonkrazin alongside Lopez and Lucas up front. A bench consisting of Owaka, Yanagi, Takamin, Kenko? Not Kenko. It's Kenko. AK-47, Ono, and Nakashima. Although I am tempted to now call him Kenko. Now I've said it, so I might end up changing his name to Kenko. So if you see Kenko in the lineup, you'll know where he has come from. But submit the team. Tanaka and Nakano are lacking match sharpness. Well, duh. They have not played for us, I don't think, so far this season. So, not too much of a surprise. Now, in terms of tactics, Ono's not liking it, particularly in terms of tactical familiarity with this formation. But our goalkeeper is liking the mentality, and Sonkrazin is liking being back in the team. So, let's crack on with this game. And I will sip my coffee. Now, as you can see from their team, I don't think there's anyone who particularly jumps out at us. Nope, nobody jumps out at me specifically. Might be someone you have spotted, but nobody I've spotted that jumps out. Go out there and impress me. You know what? Can we do that, punch fist? Yes. Go out there and impress me, lads. Come on. Got to keep a bit of optimism in this team, you know. We're not quite there yet. We need to be building, so we're going to build up some optimism in the place. That's how I like to come into these clubs. Bit of optimism, and then when we get the team together who we know can actually deliver, that's when we start being harsh on them. That's when we tell them we expect more of you, because we know that they're half decent players. Now, these players are actually pretty good, but they don't seem to respond well to the whole yelling at them, so I'm not even going to attempt it. Urano plays it over to Nakano. Nakano whips one in, and Kamifukumoto is just going to collect the ball. Now, he's going to hoof it up. Fukumori does not get it. That was awful, Fukumori. You got to do better than that. Luckily, Nakano will make the save. And they have a corner here on the 25th minute. Batok Chio. I don't know where I'm getting these extra letters from, but Lopez has got the ball and he's on the counter-attack. He has Lopez in front. Lucas in front. Lopez, will he whip one across? No, he's going alone. Lopez, come on, use Lucas. You've got that link connection. Use it, my friend. Use the connection. But, as you can see, right now, we are actually up into 10th place with this current 0-0 draw. We've had one shot to their free so far. We do need to get a few more shots. As you can see, we're lacking on the possession a little bit. But Lucas will take a free kick. Whips it in back post. Fukai, keep your header down, my friend. Disappointing first half. Disappointing indeed. As you can see, neither side really got the opportunities. 0.3 XG to their 0.42. We've had 5 shots. They've had 4. 1 on target to their 3. 3 corners to 4. 6 fouls to 4. 0 yellow cards. 89% passing to 92. And 38% possession, which we really need to do a lot better on. So they're 62. So let's head to the dressing room. We've been the better team. Have we? Not quite sure about that one, my friend. I'm not happy with your performance. I'm sorry, assistant, but I'm not agreeing with you on that one. I need to be a bit harsher on the lads. I would have laughed at that, quite frankly, if I was told we were the better team when we had 30% possession and got one shot on target. So, yeah, I think the team responded in the exact same manner that I would have done. So, this is our tactical changing time. As you can see, Nakano is having a rough game on a 6.3. We don't have much of a choice, though. He's out there basically just to fill the hole. Now, we can bring on Yanagi for him, to be fair. So we might bring on Yanagi. You know what? We will bring on Yanagi. Miyazawa's having a rough... actually, he is having a rough one. His fitness in there. He's having a rough one. We'll take him off. Same with Song Krazin. So Song Krazin will take off for Ono. We can then bring on Kenko. Now, Kenko, where are you best at in central defense? Central midfield. Ball winning. You want to be a ball winning? Perfect. We'll swap you over. Fukai prefers to be the playmaker, so you can go over that, and Yanagi can come on this left-hand side. And we just have to pray that we don't pick up any injuries or sending offs for the remainder of the game, because then we'll be down to 10 men. And 10 men is not a good sign. But right now, we need to focus on trying to get a shot on target. So, lads, you know what? Yeah, we are. We're going to demand more. I'm sorry, but this is a game we need to be winning, really. This is a team which newly promoted, if I remember rightly. So we should definitely be beating them. Fukai tries to get over to Komai. It's intercepted, though. It's hoofed up to Sugimori, but Fukumori will get it and play it over to Kaneko. Kaneko gets it over to Tanaka. Tanaka, lovely ball over to this left-hand side where he finds Yanagi. Yanagi over to Arano. Arano to Ono. Ono back to Arano. Arano running at the defense now. Plays it over to Fukai. Fukai, lovely through ball to Komai. Can Komai whip one across or will he pull it back? He pulls it back for Fukai. Edge of the area. Arano, lovely shot by Arano into the upper left-hand side. Unfortunately, though, the offside has had it disallowed, and that is such a shame, because look at this beautiful effort. Lucas, I wouldn't say he was really interfering in that play, but apparently he was, and we've just lost that goal because of that situation. So they are playing it back to the goalkeeper, building up from the back. They are hoofing it up now to Thiago. Thiago nods it down. It's with Thiago Alves. Thiago Alves has run straight past Fukumori. One-on-one with Nakano. And of all the ways to concede, that was not a wonder goal. That was terrible defending by Fukumori. And we need to do better in that situation. Fukumori, what are you doing? He tripped over his own feet and allowed his man to run past him. So, Ono will get the ball, plays it back to Tanaka. Can we bounce back? Yanagi coming down this left-hand side, over to Ono. Ono gets it back to Yanagi. Yanagi now trying to come down this left-hand side, plays it across to Fukai. Fukai up to Lopez. Lopez now to Komai. Komai got plenty of space. Oh, is it the bar? It's cleared away. And we have a throwing? Do we get to see the throwing? Are we honoured? Yes, we are. Yanagi will throw this one in. It's into... No, it does not get to Ono. He tries to get to Ono and it is cleared away. Now, we need to go attacking. We need to demand more from the lads because this is rather disappointing. We are still in 11th place, but this is a game we don't want to be dropping points in. But we have. We've just dropped points in a game where we crashed one into the upper left-hand corner. We hit the bar, and then we concede one like that because Fukumori decides to go to sleep. And weirdly, Fukumori gets the best rating with a 7.1. The game is teasing us, my friends. The game is teasing us. Lucas, though, you need to do better. Lucas, you are not playing the next game. I don't care. I'm resting Lucas in the next game. Hopefully, against the Diamonds, our Japanese youngster can put in a better performance because Lucas, he's been struggling and I'm irritated by this result, but as you can see, we had 11 shots to their 6, 3 on target to their 4, a 0.61 to a 0.62, 8 corners to 6, 10 fouls to 9, 0 yellow cards, 1 yellow card, 88% passing to 90. We did pick up the possession, 42 to 58, but in the end, Rano's disallowed goal, Thiago Alves' 84th minute goal was awful. I am not happy with performance. Exactly. You are nervous? You'd be more than nervous in a minute. I can tell you that for sure. And as you can see, a few of these teams even have a game in hand over us. So we sit in 11th place. Is there anyone who can overtake us? Yes. Shonan Bellmare can take over and Yokohama can get a point behind us. So we can drop down to 12th regarding other results, but we are currently sitting in 11th place, which isn't too bad. 11th place isn't too bad. We can get up as high as about 8th. So we're not completely screwed for the season, but we definitely did just drop some points that we should be picking up in that game. So that was a rather disappointing loss over in the Naruto Stadium. We are, of course, going to come back for the Kawasaki Frontale, which is going to be a rather painful game, I think, against 3rd place, who, in fact, are expected, I believe, to win the league instead of Yokohama. So, season preview, yeah, they're expected to win the league, so it's going to be a rough one when we play them. Anyways, I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.